and food. I'm like, let's go now. But so that's essentially how I picked up the book. Um, Looking for something a little bit different. I really love the story. I think the author did a really, really good job with character development. She had a lot of little side stories that like really propelled everything forward. I think. And the one thing I love this author. This is her first book she published at like 60. And I love that the fact that she's like, you know what? I have the story to tell. I'm going to tell it. And it kicks off, and age doesn't matter whatsoever. So I love that. That she was able to do that at the age that she is, with when a lot of times authors tend to have their first book published much younger than that. So I really liked it. I enjoyed all of it. Obviously, there were a couple of characters that I just like, I do without. That's totally fine. Some scenarios where it was stressful. I totally get it, Daisy. There were times where I'm like, seriously. But I think overall, it was a story about perseverance, about strength, about redemption, if you really think about it, and the importance of having your community and your support structure when you're going through difficulties. So I'm gonna give it a four out of five. I think it was a really good story. It's definitely one of my favorites. And it was one of those books that I bought and purposefully gave to my mother-in-law and said, you're going to love this book.
Ladies, I have to admit something. I'm going to say I feel like this right now. There's a reason. So I let myself be emotionally led a little bit and overthink things when I'm about to give this rating. And I think so when I put this rating, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Because I fought. So based on what Cindy said before I put the rating up here, I genuinely, because you guys know I wrote a book too. Cindy, I know for sure you read it. I wrote a book too. And at the age I am, I was scared to do it. It's going to be out soon. But the book had so many amazing story arcs and characters and details. And I like how she used little things to tell the story, like with Samir, and like she called it, what is the red and white, which is, I think, Marlboro cigarette. The Marlboro cigarette. Like the way she did everything was chef's kiss. But the problem is the way the Sepia works is, I think of a 5 as a classic, 4 just before a classic, 3 something I really enjoyed. And I gave it a 3. But I think it's a 4. So I had 4. And then I said, maybe I'm being too nice to books because a lot of stuff is falling in the 4. Right? So I was like, well,
we're just good at picking books. We're just good at picking books.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's a 4. But I said, if I rate it too high, I might be being too easy on the book. So although I have 3, it's really a 4 for me. I really enjoyed the book. Yes, I was like Daisy. There was parts of the book I'm like, I know good and doggone well this is not. Is this gonna happen? Is this really gonna happen? Because they wouldn't do this. And some of the stuff that was about to happen was predictable to a point, but you didn't think they would let it go down that route. So you're like, maybe they're gonna have some crazy plot twist in there or whatever. But I really, really enjoyed the book. The author did an amazing job. Yes, the book made me hungry. Yes, I'm here for the aphrodisiacs. I'm here for everything that this book provided, except for the freaking contraceptive cachets or whatever. But sachets. I'm here for all of it, only because I would be scared to be drinking it all heavy and stuff, a lot. That's the only reason. No judgment here. But yeah, I was here for low key. It was a true women's empowerment book done the right way versus that dumpster fire that we read the first book. I think it was done. That author's gonna come hunt me down, y'all.
We said it very clearly. No,
get me, y'all. Okay,
we said it very clearly. She needed a better beta group. And
yeah,
if she wants us to be her beta group, she will know. We will be honest.
And these are really good. These are the ones
she could have rewritten 90% of that and done much better.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed the book. And as I said, I'm into Indian movies. I'm into Indian culture. As being in tech and STEM, I work with a lot of. They even taught me Gujarati. But either way, I used to be able to cuss with the best of them in Gujarati. But I appreciated this book so much. So anybody else, we definitely recommend this book. I mean, I know what the name of our group really is. But we're the vacation girls. We have a totally different name. But I totally appreciated this book. Thank you, Cindy, so much for recommending this book. It was great. It was a little bit of a palate cleanser. It was rough. It was bad, but it wasn't modern rough and not bad as in not a good book, but stuff that happened to the character. It wasn't as gritty. Maybe because it was in more modern times as the book that I suggested. So it was more of a step back. It was more of a period piece, right? So I really enjoyed it. So let's have you guys say your parting words and we will be on our merry way. Shout out to everybody that jumped on. April, Colton, I might MTGV, I think it is. I keep switching the letters, but I'm definitely gonna go subscribe to her.